Thank you so much, George, for your remarks. We really appreciate it. We appreciate your giving up your time today to us. I'm going to read the public statement that we've written. Cindy and I have written this. It's in support of the Museum of Contemporary Art. There is a table over to the side there with sheets where you can sign, and those signed sheets will be attached to this letter. On November 19th, 2008, the public was informed via an article in the Los Angeles Times that the Museum of Contemporary Art Los Angeles has, for some time, been in a grave financial crisis, and extreme measures were about to be taken with regard to the institution and its collection. With the museum in even greater trouble, as rumors and partial truths fly, we, the undersigned, make the following public statement. MOCA has an incomparable reputation, widely regarded as the single best contemporary art museum in the world. Its exhibitions have become art history. Since 1979, MOCA's reputation has attracted the admiration of internationally renowned artists and patrons of the arts. It is one of Los Angeles' greatest cultural institutions. We support MOCA's staff as they suffer through this crisis. It is their work, their talent, and their integrity that gives the luster to this museum. We acknowledge with pride the exceptional quality and quantity of groundbreaking exhibitions produced by MOCA. We appreciate the excellence of its permanent collection. For any one of these things to be diminished would be to diminish the entire institution. We are the vigilant public who care for the integrity and autonomy of MOCA. The Board of Trustees is the guardian of this great institution. It is the board's responsibility to ensure the museum's financial health and preserve its programming and staff. We call upon the trustees to maintain MOCA's independence and to keep its collection intact and accessible to a wide and appreciative public. Thank you. I'm happy to introduce Olga Garay, who's the Executive Director of the City of Los Angeles Department of Cultural Affairs.
Hi, good afternoon. It's thrilling to see so many of you here. It really is just an unbelievable show of faith in this wonderful institution, which I think is indicative of everything that's great about Los Angeles. I first learned about MOCA when I was living in Miami. I was working at the Cultural Affairs Council in Miami and had gotten involved with a national organization called the National Performance Network. And MOCA and Julie Salazar were part of that institution, which is still running strong today. And I was just, we would meet in different parts of the country, and every time that she would talk about MOCA, it was just such an affirmation of how a group of artists joining forces with civic leaders and patrons could triumph and could really make a unique institution that was really about the artist's voice. And that's exactly what has happened here. It's amazing, you know, when George said that so many of the artists have actually donated their works to make this one-of-a-kind collection. You know, how much more of a testament can there be to people in a community caring about the institutions that they engender and that speak for them. Since the news came out, actually the day before the news came out in the Los Angeles Times, I was told that this situation was manifesting itself, and I have been in touch with the mayor's office since then, trying to exert my little bit of influence in saying that the city of Los Angeles has to take a public stand in ensuring that this great institution is not subsumed by another institution, though that might come from a very good place in another institution's heart. It really is imperative that MOCA remain an independent institution institution and that it not sell its artwork. The mayor's office is completely behind that stance, as you saw in the Los Angeles Times a couple of days ago. And even though the city is really going through a not too dissimilar financial crisis of its own, we're about $100 million in deficit for this fiscal year, and massive cutbacks have already been announced for this year and next. I think that it's imperative that we join forces with artists and community members such as you to really come up with a solution that will not just be a short-term fix, but that will really look at what is the best for this institution, but really the best for the people of Los Angeles. So as long as I'm the executive director of the City of Los Angeles Department of Cultural Affairs, let me tell you that I hope